Hello students, today's our topic is criteria theorem. So first we are taking here some example which are based on this theorem. So this is our first example. This is an example of integer. We know that integers are grouped for addition. So elements are integers in -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 up to so on. So elements are minus infinity to infinity. So I am taking here the element 1. So what about the order of 1? Order of 1. So 1 to 1 is gives the value 1. 1 to power 2, it means we have to add this 1 plus 1. It means adding 2 times the value is 2. What about the power of 3? 1 plus 1 plus 1, how many times? 3 times. Now the value is 3. Now 1 plus 1 plus 1, 4 times. Now the value is 4 when 1 is to 4. Now the next value is 5. If I am taking the different power of 1, we get the different value of this set. So every time I am getting here a different value of this. All these elements are in G. So this order of A is infinite. If the order of A is infinite, we get a different power of this 1. Always we get a different elements. So look at this first statement of this criteria theorem. According to this theorem, if A has infinite order, then the all distinct power of A are distinct element of G. So this is the example of this result. Now coming to the result 2. According to this result 2, if A has finite order, say n, then this generator A generate the element A square up to an minus 1. And the third one is a to I is equal to aj. For both implies and divides I minus j. This is the if and only if condition. So I am taking here one more example, that is UN group. Here n is 10, U10. The elements are 1, 3, 7 and 9. U10 is a group for multiplication modulo 10. So order of this U10 is 4. How we can get these elements in UN? If the GCD of n and m is 1, then here the 1 and GCD between 1 and 10 is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 and 8. GCD between these and 10 will never be 1. So 1, 3, 7 and 9 have the GCD 1. So these are the elements in this U10. Now what about the order of 3? 3 is to 1 is the value is 3. 3 is to 2, the value is 9. 3 is to 3, the value is 7. 3 is to 4, the value is 1. Now again 3 is to 5, the value is 5. 3 is to 6, the value is 9. 3 is to 7, the value is 7. 3 is to 8 is the value is 1. If the value is 3 is to 9, the value is 3. So this 3 is the generator of this group, and generated elements are 3, 7, 3, 9, 7 and 1. So according to criteria theorem, if n divides I minus j, here the order of 3 is 4 and the I minus j, if ai is equal to aj, here 3 is to 2 is equal to 3 is to 6. The value is 9. So 3, 6 minus 2, that is 3 is to 4. This 4 divides 4. Now coming to the result part. According to this first statement, let G be a group and A be the element of this group, and A has infinite order, then all distinct power of A are the distinct element of this group G. So how we are proving this result? First of all, I am writing here the given information. So according to this theorem, A has infinite order. If the order of A is infinite, it means there is no non-zero n such that this an is equal to E. So this implies this an is never equal to E for all n. This n belongs to this integer except 0. 0 per it will always identity. So this n belongs to Z except 0. Now we have to prove that this AI is never equal to AJ, where the I is not equal to J. If all distinct power, that is all distinct power of A are distinct element. So let if possible AI is equal to AJ for some I is not equal to J. This implies AI minus J, which is equal to identity. For both sides, we are multiplying the inverse of this AJ. So AI minus J is equal to identity. This implies the I minus J, which is equal to identity. But the order of A is infinite. It means this I is equal to J, which is the contradiction of our assumption. So this implies the result. Therefore, AI is not equal to AJ for I is not equal to J. So this result implies all the distinct power of A are distinct element. Now coming to the part 2. According to this part 2, let the order of A is equal to n. So if the order of A is equal to n, so this implies A is to n, which is equal to E, and this n is the least positive integer. Now we have to prove that the order of this generated by A is equal to n. The generated by A elements are E, A square and A n minus 1. So first of all, we have to show that the generated by A elements all are our distinct element. So let if possible, the AI is equal to AJ for some I and J belongs to 0, 1, 2 up to n minus 1, and these I and J are not equal. If this I is greater than J, then the difference of this I minus J is also belonging to 0, 1, 2 up to n minus 1. So this implies AI minus J, which is equal to what? Identity, which is the again contradiction of our assumption, because the order of A was n, but here if it gives the value AI minus J is equal to E, it means the order of A is I minus J, which is also less than n. So again this assumption was wrong. So this result implies AI is never equal to AJ, and all the elements which is generated by A, that is E, A square up to A n minus R, are distinct element. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove this A generated by A are the only elements of this generated by A. Now the taking a element K which is greater than n, if K is greater than n, so we can write this K is in the form of n, that is K which is equal to nq plus R, where the Q and R belongs to this Z and the R lies between 0 to n or equal to 0. Let this AK belongs to this generated elements. It means this AK nothing else in these elements. Those are generated by A. And this AK is nothing else, it is any arbitrary element. So we have to prove that this AK is also belonging to this elements. So applying the division algorithm in this case, so let us consider this AK which is equal to the value of K in terms of an NQ plus R. So this NQ plus R may be expressed as a raised to power n and the whole power of Q, which is multiplied by a raised to the power R. And now this is the value of, this is the order of A. So this is equal to e raised to power Q into a raised to power R. So this a raised to power K is equal to a raised to the power R. And R lies between 0 to n, or it may be equal to 0. So this results implies this AK belongs to a square up to an minus 1, and these are the generated by A elements. So it means the order of this generator A is n. Now coming to the part 3, according to this part 3, we have to prove if AI is equal to AJ, so this implies n divides I minus j. If n divides I minus j, then we again have to prove this AI is equal to AJ. So these results are the complementary result to each other. Now we have to prove this first part. According to this parts, let us consider this AI is equal to AJ. If this AI is equal to AJ, this implies I minus j is equal to E. This is our equation number 1. Now if I minus j is equal to NQ plus R, in terms if the order of A is n, it already given. So this I minus j is nothing else, it is equal to NQ plus R, where Q and R are the integer value, and this R lies between 0 to n, or it may be 0. So this implies a I minus j, which is equal to a NQ plus R. Now from the equation 1, this AI minus j is equal to E. Put this value in here. So this E equal to AI minus j, and this is equal to a raised to R. Why this value is equal to E? So what this relation gives? This relation gives the a raised to power R, which is equal to identity, but the order of A is n. So it means this R is less than n. But when it possible? It possible when the value of this R is equal to 0. If the R is equal to 0, it means this I minus j is equal to NQ. And if this I minus j is equal to NQ, this equation implies this n divides I minus j. This is our required result. Now coming to the part 2, it's the converse part. The converse part is if n divides I minus j, then we have to prove this AI is equal to AJ. So let, if n divides I minus j, so this implies I minus j is equal to NQ, and this implies a raised to power I minus j is equal to a raised to NQ. And we can write this expression as this a raised to power n and the whole power of q. And we know that the order of A is n, so a raised to n is identity. This e raised to power q is again E. Now what this relation gives? This relation gives a raised to power I minus j is equal to identity. If this is equal to identity, it means this relation implies AI is equal to AJ. This is our required result. Now we are talking about a corollary which is based on this theorem. According to this corollary, let G be a group and A be any element of this group. If the order of A is n, that is the A is to power n is equal to E. And again, the order of A is, if this gives the AM is equal to E, it means this n divides m. So first of all, we are applying division algorithm to m and n. There exists q and r be the integers such that this m is expressed in terms of n, q and r. This m is equal to n q plus r, where this q and r are the integer. This q and r, it means q and r belongs to this z, and this r remainder lies between 0 to n, and it may be 0. Now this a is to power m, which is equal to a is to power n q plus r, and this is equal to a is to n the whole power of q into multiplied by this a raised to the power r. And we know that according to a statement, this am is equal to e, so this is equal to e, and this e equal to e is to whole power q into a is to power r. Is to power any power of identity gives the same value identity. So this AR, which is equal to E, which is the contradiction. Why? Because our R is live between 0 to n. So this implies this R is equal to 0. It means this R is equal to 0. So M is nothing as this is equal to NQ, and this implies this N divides this N.